What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the 90 Degrees Fightcast channel. I'm Dill.
Habib, I'm Ross, and welcome back. I've been talking to the fellas about an upcoming fight that I've really liked the look of. Potential, very fight friendly, fan friendly fighter. Power, aggressive. Name is Vergil Ortiz. So if you ain't looked him up yet, I advise check him out. So he's like 19 wins, 19 KOs. Very, very powerful puncher. He's got that come forward, really brave power punching style. Everybody loves a bit of that. So I've got the guys to have a look at him as well. And we're going to discuss what his style is like. Is it going to be a problem in the future for everyone else? Is anyone ducking him? Should he have an opportunity right now to fight for a title? For the likes of someone like Spence or even Crawford, since they're not fighting each other, should he get a chance? Again, I'll start off with one of you guys. Who wants to go first?
Yeah, man, no problem.
Go on, Dilla. What do you think? You see this guy? What do you think of him?
Do you know what? I'm glad you pointed Vergil Ortiz out to me, bros. I was actually gobsmacked and in awe of this guy, of the way he was actually taking people out. If you see some of his videos of his previous fights, man, this guy's devastating. He just carries on and on and on. All right, I'll give you some stats. Like he's an American professional boxer with a record of 19 wins, 19 KOs. Yeah. He became professional when he was 18 in 2016. Is yet to obviously fight for a world title, but do you know what? I think this guy's he's gonna actually go far. The way this guy hunts down and the way he walks these fighters down, it's unbelievable. Body shot after body shot after body shot, left or right. The guy's got power in both hands. He started, he's 6 years into his professional career and already 19 wins, 19 KOs. Yeah. What more is there to say about this guy? Yeah. He wants to fight Bud Crawford. He's saying he wants to fight Manny Pacquiao. He wants to fight Errol Spence. He's dropping names. Like, he's ready. This guy's ready. What's his name? De La Hoya was saying this guy's a real deal. You should have seen. He was just like, my God, this guy is a real deal. Vicious. He's actually vicious, this guy. Just watch some of his highlight reels, guys, yeah? And you'll see what we're talking about. This guy he's tip for greatness. And he's humble. He's actually humble. He was saying, to the ring announcer, yes, sir, thank you, sir. He's so humble, this guy. But then he's got this vicious side to him. He's a quiet
killer.
Yeah, he gets into the ring, and then all that anger or frustration or whatever he's got it. He's got both in both hands, and he's taking it to the fighter. He beat this guy up, a previous champion of some sort, yeah, and he just kept body shotting him. And by 5th or 6th round, the guy was saying, I can't breathe. Yeah, because of all the body shots. Stop the guy. He stopped the guy 6th, 7th, or 8th round. He stopped him.
Yeah.
And it's just relentless body shots, constant body shots. But like I said, I think it'll be an interesting fight if he ends up going and fighting somebody like Bud Crawford. Although Bud Crawford, he's got the experience under his belt. This guy is young, fresh, and he's hungry. He's hungry. And I know you guys have seen the tenacity that this guy's got.
Yeah.
The tenacity, absolutely. He's hungry. And I think he'll be for the likes of Bud Crawford and Errol Spence Jr., because they're well established in their careers. Well established.
That's why I was calling them out.
And age, he's only 24 years old.
Yeah, young.
He's got the age on him, and he's 19 fights in, 6-year career.
Hungry.
95. That's telling you a lot of the caliber of the fighter that he's gonna end up becoming.
Yeah.
What you say?
What you saying, Habib? You watched him. What do you think?
Yeah. Do you know what? He's a beast. He goes in there. He wants to fight everyone. The way he called everyone out, like he said, Dill. He called him out. He goes, "I'll fight anybody. You know, bring it all on. Even Pacquiao." But he's powerful. He's fast, and you know he's got that powerful jab. Goes right in there. Jab, back forward with a flurry of punches. What I've noticed about him also, he maintains distance from mid-range, which means he can it puts him in a position to basically push his opponents back to the ropes with his power punches, especially. And like Dill said, he's targeting the body. It doesn't matter. He trusts in his force, you know, to get through.
Both hands as well.
Yeah, both hands. And remember, you're going to do a lot of damage. You don't have to hit your target. If you hit the body, the shoulder, and over a few rounds, you're getting that power, you're going to chip away at someone. It's going to hurt. It's going to add up. And he does that. He don't care. That's why he hits with his combos. It doesn't matter what he's doing. He's going to get through with his power. And even then, when he gets people into the corner and he gets them to the ropes or whatever he does, he creates angles. So he'll punch, he'll move to the right, move to the left, give a hook or a hook to the body or a hook to the head. And he's always creating angles. So he makes it really hard for people to kind of get out of there. You can't say...
He follows through.
You hear it, the body
you can see it just go boom, shoulder, arms, legs, everything in.
It's like pow, pow, pow. It's good. In terms of
now, make sure you guys watch the video that we've put up. That we've put up. You'll see exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah. But he's a beast, and even who was it? I think was it Cabioscas, right? Cabioscas.
Yeah.
In the second round, he was the only guy to knock him down so far and give him a little bit of challenge. But then quickly, in the third round? Yeah, in the third round, he basically came back and whooped him. Yeah.
No doubt, it's a power puncher. No doubt, he can hit hard. But he reminds me of someone that I was quite excited about when I first saw him too. It reminds me of him a lot, but unfortunately he let himself down too much because he was not mentally there with the fight game. And that was Victor Ortiz. Same surname, same first letter V, but Victor Ortiz. I don't know if people remember him. He fought Floyd Mayweather once. He did a silly move where he headbutted Mayweather and he got sucker punched after and knocked out. Which was a sad thing because just before that fight, he was similar to this guy, Vergil Ortiz, as in he was a power puncher, very fan-friendly, come-forward fighter. So I was quite excited by that guy. I was thought, this guy can be something big, especially after he beat Andre Berto, and it was a fight of the year. It was a great fight, one of the best fights in that time. So he reminds me of this guy, but he seems to be a bit more grounded, more hungry, more humble, and he's ready for anything. But the question is he ready to jump straight in with someone like Crawford or Spence, or does he need?
Well, he's saying, but
how
much more does he need to prove?
But one thing I have to say we haven't seen is we haven't seen his chin. He hasn't been in there with someone, getting hit by someone like that Herrera, for example, who's a crafty fighter. Flush, getting hit by him flush is one thing, but getting hit by Terence Crawford or Errol Spence is a different thing altogether. So can you take those shots? We haven't seen that. So
he leaves himself open to uppercuts and hooks anyway.
He comes forward hard, but he can be, for example, Crawford's a master counterpuncher. That is something he's gonna have to, fighter like that, crafty and quick and who can hurt you as well. Can he deal with someone like that right now? So that's the question. Does he need a little sort of like a gatekeeper type of fighter, in that weight. Who's a gatekeeper now for the 147? I don't really know. Maybe Keith Thurman. Maybe Keith Thurman.
I think he'll destroy Keith Thurman if he goes up against Keith Thurman.
Maybe Adrian Broner should come back.
Oh my God, forget that guy.
Yeah, he can be a gatekeeper,
I see what you mean, Ross.
But I don't think he should go.
It really depends on what happens because
I don't think he should go against somebody like Manny Pacquiao though.
Manny Pacquiao, leave Manny Pacquiao alone. He's retired. He's doing exhibition. He's done. You can't be calling that Manny Pacquiao anymore just to get a name on your record, And we all know Manny Pacquiao comes to fight. End of the day, no matter how old he is. He could just put a spanner in the works. So you want to be careful you ask for with it.
Yeah.
Thurman found out the hard way. You just don't. You want to be careful, Manny Pacquiao. Someone that kind of style is what Manny Pacquiao welcomes, especially if he's Manny Pacquiao is 100% or pretty much 90% as he once was. He'll be a problem for anyone that comes forward like that. But yeah, I don't know. I would like to see him with someone. Someone with a name that can punch. Can cause a little trouble. Maybe not straight away with Crawford or something like that, because I'd like to see him grow a little, learn a bit more.
Yeah,
as he goes on, because like I said, Victor Ortiz was a great potential, really good, and he was just getting there, but he let himself when he fought Madonna, Marcus Madonna. It was another great fight. It was a brilliant fight, but he just quit. The fight got too tough. He just quit. He didn't get knocked down, I think. He literally just said, "Nah, forget it, I don't want to fight. I quit." And he was undefeated. So you think you'll do anything to protect that. And you're not knocked out, you got a chance and you can definitely punch. You knocked the guy down as well, twice before he got knocked down. But hoping that he's not that kind, that he's mentally strong. He's got that willpower, he's never gonna quit. Then he's going to be a massive problem for anybody. But I like to see him, step up to, someone to challenge him that's got a little name and, some good record, some good background. Maybe not Spence or Crawford yet, not straight away, because these guys have got too much experience on him.
We don't know how he'll actually do.
World-class fighters, especially Spence. He's fought world-class fighters already. He's got too much experience on him. So he needs that. He needs that experience.
That's what it comes down to, experience. He needs to build a little bit more experience.
Yeah, because someone like that, they've been there and done it. They know what to deal with. Where Ortiz is at the moment, he looks fantastic because he's just bulldozing people.
Pressuring through.
He just hits so hard and people just cave in. But I like to see, I wonder if he can do that with someone like Crawford or Spence or even Thurman. Thurman's a mover, he's crafty too. So, even someone like that. But yeah, who would you guys like to see him fight? Anyone, any names in your mind? You think, oh, what, it could.
I don't know, man. It's a difficult one. I think he needs to be careful of who he actually calls out because he's we haven't even seen him fight past the third or fourth round. So we don't know. He's a power pressure puncher, but if he comes up with someone who actually is well seasoned, knows what they're doing, we don't know if he's going to gas out. Lots of power shots, lots of pressure, but will he gas out? How's he going to do when it comes to the 7th, 8th, 9th rounds? Is he ready for that? So there's a lot of stuff, and because of his pressure game, it means that there's no need for him to box on the back foot. And actually take his time. So I think he'll benefit from actually taking his time and practicing boxing back foot, at least fighting people who have got a lot more experience in between, because he's still, like you said, young in the game. But he's a beast. He's got that attitude and the do now and that fight that we need in the industry to succeed.
On another note, do you guys think other fighters are ducking him? Do you think they've seen him and thought, stay away from that guy? There's got to be a certain proportion that are going to do that, definitely.
Of course, because
Yeah.
right now they
I think they're all backing him,
Tyson
except,
anger.
you know, he shouldn't be calling out people like Terence Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. as of yet. But if you're asking me what fight would I like to watch, it would actually be against one of them two.
Yeah.
I like to see Spence, I think, because Terence Crawford's crafty. He'll cause problems. He's versatile. He's a slick boxer, whereas Errol Spence is a bit of a monster himself. So you put two monsters together in a ring, you're going to get a nice, monstrous fight.
Yeah.
So Spence, he's one of them. He's relentless as well. So that'll be a great matchup. Because in reality, there's not many like 147s that come to mind anymore that are like, really good weight category, really good weight. Like, before, man, it was flooded with people, great fights to be made. You had Sean Porter, retired. Danny Garcia, who was on fire at the time. He was really good. It was a problem for everybody as well. He's gone missing. All right. Amir Khan, he wasn't like quite, beating the top guys, but he was still a problem. He was a good fight to be made with.
The problem, man, Kell Brook took him out.
Yeah, Kell Brook. Kell Brook's gone. He's retired. Manny Pacquiao, retired. Floyd, retired. There's so many. And Furman, he ain't fought for God knows how long now. We don't know if he's going to fight. Even names like Adrian Broner, gone, retired. Yeah. There's so many fighters, I feel they're just gone. So 147 is faded away. So that's the thing. I think he will take over that more easier than the other guys did, because the other guys had hard fights between each other. Yeah. Whereas I don't see any new 147s come around right now that catch my eye and think, oh yeah. Apart from this guy, Vergil Ortiz, but I don't see anyone problem for him once these guys are gone. I think the only person who will be left is Crawford, because Crawford ain't big enough to make 154. I think 147 is comfortable limit. So I think the only one we're going to look forward to is those two in the future, some point maybe. But yeah, we'll see. But yeah, so you guys impressed with Vergil Ortiz? So am I. For you guys at home, if you ain't heard of him, you ain't seen him, take a look. Check him out. I'll tell you now. One to look out for. Very fan-friendly fighter. If you like action, he'll give you action. Knockouts. 19 wins, 19 KOs. It don't matter what anyone says. This guy can punch. He's very hungry, calling out everybody. He just wants his opportunity. If you're looking for the next upcoming fight, that's my recommendation. Check him out. Let us know what you think on the comments. Who I might have missed out some names that ain't come to my mind that might be a good matchup. I like to see it. If you got a good name, let us know. But thanks for joining us again. And once again, I'm Raz. It's Fightcast channel. Catch you on the next one.
We hope you enjoyed the discussion, and hope you like that. We've presented this absolute exciting new fighter. Well, not new, 19 fights in, but is absolutely exciting, and can't wait to see what this guy's going to be doing in the future. If there is anything that you'd like to add or discuss further, like Raza was saying, if there's fighters that we have missed that you reckon that they'd like to fight, pair up against, please feel free to drop a comment down below.
As always, please remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to get the latest information on all our future episodes and everything we get up to, really. Ordinary people, real talk. See you.
Thank you.
Nice one.